Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Elizabeth and I'm coming to you from Sedona, Arizona, and this is going to be the August messages for Taurus. Hi Taurus, how are you? This is good for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node of the Moon. And if you happen to be born during the time when Taurus was transiting through Uranus, then I would say please watch this video as well. I think it was quite a long time ago, but that's where we're at, is Uranus transiting through Taurus, which just went retrograde today. So a lot of retrogrades in the sky right now, Taurus, and in your sun chart, it's sitting in your 9th house, which is the house of Sagittarius and Jupiter. It's about your beliefs, like your core beliefs, seeing the bigger picture, that kind of thing. So you may be really doing a lot of reevaluation around the things that you believe, like on a really big level. And then also with Taurus and Uranus, that transit and going retrograde in your sun chart, that's happening in your 1st house. So that's your house of identity and self. And so there really may be a lot of reflecting until I think January of 2021, just reflecting on who you are, your identity. We have a new moon in Leo that's happening on August 18th, and in your sun chart, not your natal chart, so this is general, in your sun chart that'll be in your 4th house, which is also where the sun is sitting. So that's highlighting your home, your emotional body, your feelings, your foundation, that kind of thing. So there really you may be thinking about moving, buying a home, relocating, or just really thinking about things inside the home. And also with your ruler Venus moving through the sign of Cancer, there is sort of a highlight around feelings and the emotions and things like that. So let's get started. We're going to do Oracle and Tarot, and today we're going to start with an Angels of Atlantis Oracle card. I've really shuffled all the cards good. I have also burned sage, Palo Santo, white copal, frankincense and myrrh, and dragon's blood. So I've really been burning a lot today to clear the decks, to charge the decks, and all of that good stuff. So as always, I call in the divine with love and light. And I call in the archangels at the 4 corners of the world. I call in the 6 elements: earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today for this beautiful reading for my dear Taurus. So let's get you one archangel card to start off the reading, Taurus. Archangel Shamael, beginnings. Beautiful, Taurus, beautiful. I love this deck because the angels are depicted as orbs of light as opposed to winged ones with faces, and you can see that's you, Taurus. New beginnings, Archangel Shamael. And I feel like he is the archangel, like the divine comforter, the divine guide. You're being guided, Taurus. Extraordinary new opportunities are dawning for you, drawing you to new people, new places, and new projects. Shamael wishes to lovingly assist you as anxiety often precedes change. Okay. You can call on the might of all the angels of Atlantis to help in order to arrive just where you would like to be. Before this fruitfully occurs, it may be appropriate for you to release old projects, old patterns of behavior, old ideas, or old acquaintances. And that's all of these retrograde planets sitting in your 9th house. See the new as a time to be met by the sun of the source with renewed vigor and well-being, just as you greet the new dawn, the new day, with love, hope, and joy. Chant Om Bhur Bhuva Svaha. The Gayatri mantra is going to be important for you, Taurus. The beginning of the famous Gayatri mantra, to bring the new energies dancing through. This card is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. I love that so much. We're going to put that there. And then I'm going to pull you an animal totem for the month, the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I have to say, Taurus, as I was preparing for your video today, there was a beautiful, beautiful young buck. The most exquisite young buck I've ever seen in my backyard. He hung around my yard for a long time, and it's so hot here up in the northern hemisphere. It has just been a record-breaking hot summer, and I'm in Sedona. I'm right below Thunder Mountain, and I actually brought him out a huge bowl of water that I really, really, really hope he drinks. But he's just sort of hanging around my property today. And so obviously with deer spirit, he's going to be a stag one day. He's going to be a leader one day. You know, it is very Taurian energy in that it's connected into Cernunnos and the Green Man, Pan, you know, the horned ones, the antlers, so connected to earth, that earth energy of the forest. You know, here we're in pine forest, but that deer are, you know, they're everywhere. And this young buck, you know, I have pictures. Maybe I'll make that the cover for, you know, the thumbnail for this video so that you can see it. He's around, and he's around for the Taurus video today. And so I'm hearing growth, and that's what I was feeling for you, is growth and maturity, right? Because he's not yet a stag, but he's not a fawn either, right? And these beginnings, you know, I feel like it's you really maturing, and there is this sense of growth and expansion. So I wanted to mention that, and I did take a few pictures of him, and he was so beautiful, and he was really interested in me, and I just hope that he drinks the water because he did look thirsty. And we have a crabapple tree, so one of my roommates, she actually threw him a few crab apples, so hopefully he eats the apples and drinks some water, because it is like 104 degrees up in northern Arizona today, and we're at almost 5,000 feet high. So for, you know, to get that hot up here, you know, I worry about them. But anyway, he's there for you, this young buck, this young, you know, becoming a stag, becoming a leader, intuition, you know, gentleness, quiet leadership. And just, I was feeling this sense of maturity around you, like you're really maturing and wanting to grow. So I hope that resonates for some of you. But let's get you a card and see what wants to come out for you, Taurus, okay? So one card for Taurus, please. Beautiful, Taurus, Dragonfly Spirit. This came up in the Scorpio reading for this month, and at the bottom of the deck, Electric Eel Spirit, which came up in one of the August readings this month. Maybe it was, I'm not sure who it was, but it did come up this month. So this came up for Scorpio. So some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but the Dragonfly Spirit, you know, when you have a new beginning, or when you're looking for a new beginning, or when you're beginning something, you kind of like, you need direction, you know, from that inner knowing, but also even spiritual direction, spiritual guidance. And the dragonfly for me is really symbolic of change and of spirit wanting to help direct us and help guide us. And this is a master number, angel number 22. So that's going to be important for you. 2 + 2 = 4 as well. So that's even signifying 2020 being a 4-year. Truth transcends illusion. So I think a lot of you really are looking for a bigger truth. And that's again with all of these planets retrograde sitting in your 9th house in your sun chart, that there is this sense of like wanting to really go deep right now and uncover the truth of who you really are, what you really believe, what your life's path is, you know, wanting to have this new beginning or making a new beginning or having opportunities to a new beginning and wanting it to be really elevated, a sense of elevation in your life. So we're going to put that there. And let's move on to the Wisdom of the Oracle, another deck by Colette Baron-Reid, and we'll get you 3 cards from there and just set the tone for the tarot portion. See what wants to come out for you, Taurus, for the month of August. And I apologize that your reading is a bit late. It is really my goal to get these out, you know, within all of them, all zodiac signs within the first week of the month, and I will definitely work towards that for next month. So we'll get you in for the second half of August though. And it's good, you know, I'm wondering how Lionsgate was for you. I did pull this card out just to have with me during your reading so that, you know, remember that the energy of Lionsgate is still potent because, you know, we just finished with the Lionsgate energy, which then, you know, has opened up a Stargate. There's a new Stargate open. And so I'm just wondering how that was for you. And we could even pull some cards on that since I am late for your reading. I do have an astrology deck that we can work with if we have time. We could pull a few cards to talk about what, you know, sort of what the themes for Lionsgate were for you. Okay, Taurus. All that glitters. Never-ending story. And thinker. That's that 9th house retrograde stuff. It really is. Bottom of the deck, regeneration. Yeah, new beginnings, regeneration. You know, Taurus, for me, this is really just about a cycle. You know, the cycle of your life. 1 and 6 breaking down to a 7, 3 and 7 breaking down to a 10. And then here's another sort of angel number, 44. You're doing a lot of thinking. You really, really are. You're thinking about a lot this month. And it really is about like what you want your life to be. You know, really what you want your life to be. You don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. You're realizing the true worth of things, the worth of your time, the worth of your work, the worth of your relationships, and that some things just are not worth their weight in gold. All that glitters is not necessarily gold, and this could really be part of this new beginning for you and needing the direction. And that the truth is that all that glitters isn't gold for you. And if this has been like a cycle for you, I'm feeling like this cyclical energy of just wanting to get out of that loop. Wanting to get out of that loop and really thinking about how to do that. So let's see what the tarot has to say, and then we can come back to those energies. But just so you know, I've really, really, really shuffled these cards very, very well. So we'll just give them a couple more just for good measure. Thinking, 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 Taurus. A lot of thinking. A lot of thinking. And this whole situation that's been happening in the world is really making us realize what's important, right? Okay. So let's do a 6-card spread, and then we'll get clarifiers if we need to. What are the messages for the month of August from Leo season going into Virgo season for my dear Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node of the Moon, and Uranus in Taurus energies? What are the messages, please? Okay, that feels good. All right, Taurus. So at the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Wands. Ooh, that's some big energy right there. And let's clarify that with the Sun. That's amazing, Taurus. A lot of fire. You know, that is this Mars in Aries, Sun in Leo, Mercury in Leo, Chiron in Aries. A lot of fire in the sky. Very, very fiery energy. Things happening quickly. News, lots of communication, good news, really, really good news, inspiration, abundance, maybe a lot of work. From the top of the deck at the heart of your reading is the Queen of Swords, and she's looking right at that energy. Past or foundation is the Lovers. Wow, Taurus. In the future, we have the Three of Coins, Three of Materials. The present energy is the Three of Materials, Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. Beautiful energy to have in your present. And the future is the Knight of Coins, Virgo energy. And the advice is the Hanged Man. Interesting. And at the bottom, underneath the Eight of Wands and the Sun, is the Queen of Wands. Another nod to, you know, this Aries Leo energy that's pretty potent right now. Lots of Aries Leo energy happening right now. Okay, my dear Taurus. So we're definitely going to get some clarifiers. I'm going to move these down. Let's move the table back a little bit. There we go. So you can see a little bit more of this reading. So the heart of your reading, you know, it's interesting. Like, I don't see any cups energy here. You're coming up as this Queen of Swords. And this is where this thinking energy, the thinker, is coming in. The Queen of Swords, like, you know, she's not super emotional. She's just very, very high-minded, very logical, trying to think things through in a very logical manner. And she's all about truth. And she can be sort of quiet. So I'm wondering if you're just feeling quiet right now, because you have a lot of energy sort of coming at you. A lot of communication, a lot of people wanting to communicate with you. Good news, even travel perhaps. You know, the Eight of Wands with the Sun is such a big energy. I mean, there's just a lot of fire here. It's very, very spiritual. It's very spiritual energy. And right now you're just kind of coming up as this Queen of Swords who, you know, isn't really going to get into her emotions about things. So you could just be sort of like I said, just in a place where you're really using your logical mind, really, really thinking a lot, and carrying a kind of quiet energy with you. Okay, it's requiring you to have to be, requiring that other people come to you with integrity and with truth. And if not, you're gonna, like, you know, off with their heads, so to speak. So I'm just gonna say that. We're gonna get lots of clarifiers. The past energy is the Lovers. So this is like where there was a choice to be made, I wanna say. It's a big energy. This is major arcana coming out, card of Gemini. And this really could have been, I wanna say, your ruling planet, Venus, was moving through Gemini before it made its way into Cancer. And so around matters of relationships and those kinds of things, you know, again, this is the mercurial mind. This is a card of Mercury. And before it was seen as the Lovers, it was really seen as a card where there was, you know, communication and having choices, right? And having to use the mind versus use the heart to make those choices. And to some degree, it's still the same, you know, where it can be seen as head over heart, you know, making a choice, a big choice. If it could be about a relationship as well. And it kind of signifies that there sort of can be like a distance between you and the thing that you love or your heart's desire. And that there was some element of really thinking about it during this Venus transit through Gemini. But now Venus is in Cancer. And so it is sort of like asking you to tap more into the heart space. You know, that's why I said we're going to get some clarifiers, and we can do that now. So let's clarify. First, let's start with the past energy of the Lovers. Was this about a relationship? Was this about a business partnership? And, you know, when it comes to the Lovers, you know, I would usually say that it isn't really a choice, because if we're faced with the same choice over and over and over again, eventually we're going to listen to our heart. But since you're coming out with the Queen of Swords at the heart of your reading and this Thinker card, I'm wondering if you have sort of like tapped into your heart space about, you know, whatever this is. It doesn't have to be around a relationship. It's just sort of like signifying that that you have, you know, this opportunity for a new beginning, this opportunity to break a cycle, right? Break a cycle with this never-ending story. And, you know, and you're really trying to come from a logical mind right now. You're really in your head, I want to say. But the Queen of Swords comes from the higher mind, you know. But let's see what comes out for the Lovers. Lovers as the past or the foundation. Past or foundation. The Nine of Voices. So this really could have been where, you know, this is like the sort of like mental cage, I want to say, the Nine of Swords. You know, this is where we're really worried. There's a lot of anxiety around this decision. A lot of anxiety around a decision, around a situation. It's being felt in the mental body. This isn't something that's necessarily being felt in the heart. It's being felt in the mind, and it really could have been keeping you up at night, a lot of sleepless nights, worrying about what to do. And what's so interesting about this card, because also the Lovers is a card that has an angel with it. You see those angel wings up there? And it has the lotus flowers. There's two of them. One lotus flower is literally coming from heaven, and the other one is coming from, you know, all of this red. And you see like these hands and these legs as if there are two people here. Two people. So we've got wings, we've got two lotus flowers, one from the earth and one from the heavens. It's enlightenment. It is about being divinely guided, but that there's sort of like a distance between you and the person, you and the new job, a distance between you and the new home, you and just the life that you know, that you really want. And you're thinking a lot about it. You're thinking a lot about it. And then here we have this Nine of Swords coming in to clarify the Lovers, right? She's not really sleeping. Her eyes are closed, but I don't think she's sleeping. But you can see this other woman here is on cloud 9, and she's sleeping. She's sleeping. Look at her. She's happy as a clam, you know? She's getting her good night's sleep. She's put the worry to rest. So it is suggesting, again, this duality, you know, this card is suggesting that, you know, that there is peace available to you. So let's figure out how to get there, okay? In the present, you have the Three of Materials, Three of Coins, and this is where you're working with other people. This is where there's cooperation in the physical, in your relationships, in work. You have support. You know, it's the people that we're sort of like woven together with, like this braid. It's cooperation. It's working together. It's for the sake of building something. Let's get one more card for the past energy, the past or foundation, the Lovers with the Nine of Swords. One more card, please, for my dear Taurus, Lovers with Nine of Swords. Five of Coins. So it is around sort of like, I want to say some kind of feeling of lack. You know, it's the poverty card. It doesn't mean that you're poor. It just means that you were, this really could be business related, or it really could be related to your home. And I'm saying home because right now you have the sun in your 4th house, in your sun chart, and this new moon is going to be activating your 4th house as well. And that's the house of home, foundations. So in the past, there was this sense of worry over whether it was your business, your home, even a relationship, just that there was some anxiety and worry about where your resources were coming from. And it feels like you did want some kind of a new beginning or something new to come in with the Lovers, you know, that you were really trying to like move something forward, come into union with something. Let's get some cards for this Queen of Swords that's at the heart of your reading. Queen of Swords at the heart of your reading. Please, for my dear Taurus, for the month of August. If it's about a relationship, you know, there was definitely some mental energy around it, you know, in the past. And the past energy, this could be last week, last month, last year. So even if we go back to 2019, sort of like wondering, you know, where your love life was, where your business opportunities were, the things that you love, the thing that you love, the thing that you're trying to bring into your life. So this really could have been last year for you. Okay, so let's see. Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. You are serious about your legacy, your future, building something that lasts. Like, you are really, really, really serious about this right now, Taurus. Your coins, you know, your foundation, building, you know, the acorn, the seed that grows into an oak tree. In this case, it's like the biggest rose bush you've ever seen in your life. And there's the community, there's family, you know, this is about stability and abundance. And with this underlying energy of the Eight of Wands with the Sun, you know, the Sun is also about abundance and joy, clarity, a breakthrough, just a total breakthrough. So the underlying energy, it seems like whatever this past energy was for you, Taurus, of the Lovers, with the Nine of Swords and the lack of the Five of Coins, like you've moved past it. You really have. And you had to use your mind in order to do it. You had to be really, really logical about it. You did. You had to be logical about it. And I'm feeling as though you may have really had to be resourceful, you know, realizing that not every single opportunity, not every single person that came to you all shiny and glittery with a good pitch was worth your time. It required you, like this is you sort of looking at all the shiny things that may have come your way. Hey, come and work for me, or hey, you want to go out on a date, or, you know, whatever that may have been, that you were really, really logical about it, really thought it through, came from a higher mind, really like looked at the truth of the situation. All these planets retrograde in your 9th house, house of Sagittarius, the truth, higher wisdom, the big picture, like really, really looking at the big picture. I think that you were being sort of conservative, I want to say. Conservative with where your energy was going, conservative with just like, because it's all about this for you. It's about the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins, total stability and abundance, and, you know, being able to leave a legacy someday, right? Stacking your coins, building something, really building something for your future. And there was a lot, this underlying energy, there is definitely a lot coming towards you. 8 of Inspiration, a lot of energy coming towards you with the Sun too. And this, you know, you could be really moving through this right now because we're in Leo season with the Sun, you know, where there's just a lot of blessings coming to you. Good news, Sagittarius, here's that 9th house, you know, in Leo season. So it's feeling very, very blessed, honestly, very blessed. There was some challenging energy in the past, and I'm feeling like in the present, you are just very focused on the practical, taking it one step at a time. you know, taking it one step at a time to get to that 10, seeing who you can partner with, seeing who's going to be good partners to work with, cooperative, collaborative relationships. And this is your sort of leverage to get to here. It's your leverage. The 3 is the leverage that gets you to the 10. It's like step by step, right? But it's also the people that you work with, the things that you do in relationships. It's even like the small building blocks of a relationship, taking it one step at a time. Weaving your future with good people, good places, good choices. Like I see this as a card of good choices, the 3 of coins, the 3 of pentacles. It's like all of this worry, all of this anxiety, all of this, even regret, this I feel like is you learning from the past. Learning from the past. Where in the past you felt left out in the cold, abandoned. Where in the past you felt even betrayed. Because I see that as like she's pondering her betrayals. She's pondering her past hurts, you know, and like choosing to not go there anymore. It's a sense of learning from the past. It required you to really, really think about it a lot. I see a lot of internal like hermit energy. I think that's one of your cards, is the Hermit. Yeah, and like maybe this was all that glitters. It wasn't so glittery. It was quite shadowy. Past relationships, past jobs, past situations. Didn't really do a whole lot for you in the long run. You're rebuilding again. You know, you're past the Ace. You're past the 2. You're at the 3 now, and you're leveraging it into a 10 by being that Queen of Swords. You know, if she doesn't, if you don't meet her standards, she's gonna cut you out. You're being very logical. Libra energy. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could have strong Libra placements in your chart, and you are similar to Libra in that you're both co-ruled. You know, Venus is your co-ruler. 2nd house, 7th house activity. I'm liking that you're coming across as this Queen of Swords. You know, you're not overly emotional right now. And maybe because you were in the past. I know this is Swords energy and Pentacles energy, but there may have been a lot of tears here. You know, a lot of tears there, a lot of emotion there. So let's get some cards for your present energy and see. At the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands. Beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's, you know, where you've really committed to the direction. You've really committed to the direction, and you're just like, you know, the ships are coming in. You know your hard work is paying off. You know that another 3 and 3. Now we've got 33. We've got 44. You know, this is there is this like angelic energy that's with you with the angel numbers 44 and then 3 and 3, 33 coming in. It's really, really nice. Taurus, I hope this is resonating for some of you. Okay, so why is the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Coins in the present for my dear Taurus? You're growing something right now, for sure. 3 of Coins linked into the Empress, number 3, growth. Why is the 3 of Coins in the present for my dear Taurus? Beautiful, beautiful strength. Again, Leo season, Lionsgate. So I think that this is a nod to this Lionsgate. What did this portal, what did this Lionsgate open up for you? There is obviously a sense of strength here, a sort of like, kind of like balancing and taming of the mind, of the egoic mind, you know, and coming into just a place of power. Look at that. That's you, you know, sitting on top of that lion in the full moon. This could have, you know, even been the Aquarius full moon for you because it's present energy. So I feel like this is really all of August, but it is definitely a nod to Lionsgate, that this energy of collaboration and cooperation, and like you're really feeling the building blocks right now. And there's a sense of pride that you have, a sense of pride about how far you've come from being indecisive in the past, being worried in the past, kept up at night, wondering if you've made the right decisions, wondering if you're going to be in a state of lack, whether that's in love or finances or just opportunities, friends, family, that you've come such a long way. I hope you're feeling proud of yourself right now. I love that strength came out for you. And it came out, this is such a beautiful energy. We've got the Eight of Wands clarified by the Sun, and then the Three of Coins clarified by strength. So it would be like that. You're moving things along. This Eight of Wands, I feel like it's you. And it's also people recognizing that you are a pleasure to be around, that you are collaborative, that you are cooperative, and that they want to work with you, or in a relationship, friendships, they want to be around you. A lot of information. This is just a lot. This is a big energy. And coming out underneath the Sun is strength. I mean, how incredible is that? 2 cards of Leo. Boom, one right under the other. Blessings. You know, if you can stay in this sort of like taming the inner beast, maybe there is this part of you that's just been wanting to roar, and that's this Mars and Aries energy. So I'm just gonna say this, Taurus, people are really angry out there. You know, I've seen it, I've been seeing it, and there is the sense of like really having to tame our own inner beast, because this Mars and Aries energy is really fiery, and people are really being triggered because it's squaring Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn. Thank you, Pluto in Capricorn. So there's like this square, it's leading up to this big square with Mars in Aries, Pluto in Capricorn, probably even Saturn in Capricorn, or Saturn in Aquarius, or Saturn is back in Capricorn, I think, because of the retrograde. So it's a tough energy. And so it may even be showing you in your collaborations, in your partnerships, relationships, family relationships, having to really, really tame the roaring, okay, this month and for the rest of the month. But I know you can do it. And let's get you, at the bottom of the deck was the Two of Cups. So this could also be about your relationship, you know, about your divine union, soulmate, a soulmate, and that there is a strength in this relationship. But again, if some of you are feeling triggered, it's not just you, okay? It's a collective energy with this energy of Mars and Aries. And that's gonna go retrograde in September. So, you know, there is this, this sense of being short-tempered, okay? A definite possibility that people are going to be really, really short-tempered, and that may include you. And just to have an awareness of it, take time to breathe, like really, really breathe. And really remember when there was a time where you felt a lack. You know, don't forget that. Have a sense of connection to your past energies so that you can carry gratitude into the present, I want to say. And even if you're dealing with tough people and tough situations, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. I love that energy for you, Taurus. I really, really do. One more for the Three of Coins. and with the Strength card. One more card for the Three of Coins with the Strength card. These are too many. One more card, please, for Taurus, for the present energy for the rest of August. Yeah, Five of Wands. That's what I was talking about. It's like this wanting to fight. Wanting to fight. And if there is a little bit of competition in the workplace, competition in a relationship even, just know where it's coming from. Have an awareness, you know, to be able to tame that. It's coming, I'm telling you, it's coming from this Mars in Aries that is working up to a square with Pluto in Capricorn, okay? So, yeah, you know, the Five of Wands, it's just, it's the least serious of the fives, okay? It's not like the Five of Swords where it's an all-out like attack, I want to say, super egoic, narcissistic, really hurtful behavior from others. The Five of Wands is a little bit less serious, it's a little more playful. This can just be healthy competition within your vocation, within your career. This could be, you know, the healthy sort of bantering with a partner where maybe you're just bumping heads a little bit more this month because of this fiery energy, just roaring at each other. You know, remember at the end of the day, the lion is a big kitty. And so you can just give it scratches and nuzzle up against it and tame it, right? And tame it, you know, by not meeting it head on with the same force, if that makes any sense. Now you've got two fives coming out, which to me adds up to a 10, which signifies the Wheel of Fortune. Because whenever the fives come in, they can feel chaotic, agents of chaos, but they lead to change. The fives are about change. They're catalysts for change. And so we've got two fives, which adds up to a 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. You know, again, here's your 10 of coins, completion of a cycle, blessings, Jupiter, blessings, the wheel turning in your favor. So I'm not too worried about this energy, but I will say that it's calling for you to just check yourself. You may lose your temper a few times this month. You know, don't let that deter you from the goal. Don't let it deter you from the love that you have with your partner, the relationship. If you have a fight, make up, you know, if it's not that serious. You know, just like I said, remember the past. Remember when there was a distance between you and the thing that you loved. I really feel like a lot of you walked through this beginning already. And if you haven't, then you're starting to feel it, you know. Future energy. That's why I was saying, don't give up. Eye on the prize. Stay focused. This is Virgo. This is Virgo season. Knight of Pentacles coming in. This beautiful, lovely knight who's a horse. And, you know, it's grounded. It's practical. This is the sun moving into Virgo. This is Mercury moving into Virgo at the end of the month, where now our mind is going to be able to sort of like take things step by step, piece by piece, slow but steady. You know, it's fellow earth energy for you, so you're going to come in with a very grounded energy that's on a mission. So there's movement here, slower moving, taking a step back from maybe all this fire energy, getting a little bit more grounded, grounding these 8 wands, grounding it, you know, and just taking it a little bit more slow. I think things are really going to lighten up for you. You know, things are going to feel lighter as we move into Virgo season, feel more at home for you. Let's get a few cards. Bottom of the deck was the Magician. I was definitely feeling, I don't know, some kind of manifesting happening here. Magician, yeah, beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's get some cards for this Knight of Coins for my dear Taurus. Too many. And also, what I wanted to say about this Knight of Coins is in this card, you know, you see this beautiful desert succulent, right, coming in to represent the coin, and it's showing, you know, to be resourceful, to really be resourceful and resilient, that you are going to be feeling very resourceful, okay? And it's coming out, you know, under this Queen of Swords with the Ten of Materials. So it is really about like staying focused, practical, highly analytical, being able to do one thing step by step, little by little, slow and steady wins the race, and about being resourceful and carrying over this energy into your future of who you're going to work with, of collaborating and cooperation, and, you know, you with your partner, you with your children. This could even be going back to school. This could be back to school energy right here if you're a parent, in work, you know, just about like, I don't know, making sure that the relationships are really grounded in reality, that it's not all about all that glitters, you know. You've had that before. It's, you know, it's about taking off the proverbial mask, really. And it's funny that I just said mask and that mask came up. You know, it is a nod to also the times that we're living in. But that, you know, you are breaking out of cycles, never-ending story. 3 + 7 = 10. Wheel of Fortune. 5 and the 5, 10. Wheel of Fortune. You're breaking out of a cycle. New beginning. You are at a new beginning, Taurus. Don't forget that. And that it is really more grounded for you. And a little bit slower moving. Like there was a lot of energy coming in for Leo season and with Lionsgate for you. And, you know, coming to the end of August, it's just going to feel like it's going to slow down a little bit. And some of that fire is going to subside. It's going to feel a little bit lighter for you coming into Virgo season. So one more card, please, or we might even take two. Let's take 2 cards for Taurus. To clarify this Knight of Pentacles, this could be someone coming towards you too. Virgo energy, it doesn't have to be, you know, but that someone's kind of coming towards you in business or in a relationship if you're dealing with a Virgo. And let's take this 7 of Cups and 8 of Cups. Interesting. Wow, this is crazy. These 2 cards are literally the same card. It is about this new beginning. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? Spirit has such a sense of humor. Such a sense of humor. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. These are the same cards. 8 of Cups, new beginnings. I'm glad that some Cups energy is coming in. 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Choices. Choices. A little bit of confusion. Neptune in Pisces. I think that's retrograde too. It's confusing. Neptune in Pisces. Rose-colored glasses. It's confusing. Ultimately, the future energy wants you to walk away from anything that doesn't fill your cup, Taurus. If it's not filling your cup, move on. Now, you don't have to leave it hastily. This isn't the Knight of Swords. This isn't the Knight of Wands. You can carefully plan on how to leave any situation that doesn't serve your highest good. Here's the heart space. 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Here's your heart space. Very Neptune and Pisces right here, in retrograde. Ultimately, if it doesn't serve you, walk away. Going back to that past your foundation energy of the Lovers. What do you love? What do you love? Do that. There might be some confusion. That's why Archangel Shamael is with you. And I'm so floored. I mean, look at that. Wow, future energy. You may be leaving some things behind. And right now in Leo season, in August, you're kind of seeing what those things might be. The things that are bringing you conflict and drama, you know, that are like really testing you, might be the things that you wind up walking away from. If there is some confusion, your advice is the Hanged Man. And I love that. Okay, let's talk about the Hanged Man. There is a slower energy for you. You start off with very fast energy, the Eight of Wands. But you're finishing off with a slower moving energy. So things may have felt like they were just changing so fast for you. Even in the midst of a lockdown and all of that, it still felt like things were coming in fast, changing fast, just a lot happening. It's going to slow down for you, and you may have to intentionally slow it down or just move more methodically coming into Virgo season. You know, if you're faced with this, what do I choose? What's right for me? A lot of these cups are the cups where it's like all that glitters isn't gold. And here, you know, they're koi fish. All the fish that glitter aren't gold. It's about choosing the one that's legit, that's authentic, that's going to bring you inner peace and joy and happiness and really fill your cup, the heart space. So the advice is to pause, to really take a pause if you need to change your perspective, to have a higher perspective. Queen of Swords, she has a higher perspective, she's logical, but this is really asking you to go deeper than that, you know. And this could be, like I was saying, for the month of August, like all of these planets retrograde in your 9th house in your sun chart. And then it's going to move into the 10th house. They'll all make their way into the 10th house, which is, you know, the house of Capricorn, structures and things like that, where maybe it's going to help you to lay the foundation a little bit better, bring it into the physical. But the advice is to surrender a little bit and take a pause. Take a pause. That's what I was saying. This Knight of Pentacles, you know, he will move on from things that don't serve him or that don't feel right, but he'll do it in a methodical way. He'll plan it. You know, he won't leave situations or people high and dry, right? Maybe you'll even figure out, you know, how to, like, I don't know, tweak all of this so that it works better, so that maybe you just eliminate the confusion, and you know, and you realize that these cups before you are all wonderful, and maybe you don't have to even choose between them. That's about changing the perspective. It's a totally different, you know, perspective altogether. That's the advice. Take a pause, surrender a bit. You see this all-seeing eye here? Another nod to like this Lion's Gate. This now, that is a stargate that's opened, higher wisdom, higher knowledge. There is a surrendering here. Let's get some clarifiers for the Hanged Man. She's looking right over at this, you know, this 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, Knight of Coins, this Hanged Muse. She's looking right over at it. If she were the other way, she'd be looking away from it. But she's this way. She's looking right at the energy of the future. Knight of Coins, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. If it's a relationship, you know, some of you may decide to move on, but I don't see an ending necessarily. I don't see the Tower or the Death or the Devil or anything like that. I think that this is more in your everyday life, that you've got options, especially because we started out with the 8 of Inspiration and the Sun. Opportunity coming your way, information, news, blessed by the Sun, abundance, that there was, you had a lot of options, a lot of options, and you're gonna have more. You're gonna have more. There's a lot of the element of choice here. It's not so much about decision. There aren't any 2s coming out about decision, but there's choices. The Lovers, 7 of Cups, choices. choices. Some conflict, a little bit of drama, you know, with this 5 of Wands and the strength. And I think that is just that fiery energy of Mars and Aries, you know. Okay, let's take 2 cards for the Hanged Man, please. Okay, one wanted to come out right away. 4 of Wands, I love it. And let's do one more. Yeah, you know, so this could even be around a partnership and a marriage and a union between you and another person. The 4 is also where we pause to celebrate how far we've come. Maybe you need to pause to celebrate a little bit, Taurus. Is this like an all work and no play? Queen of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. It's all about the Pentacles. I'm hearing Biggie Smalls, like it's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins in the present. 3 of Pentacles, again, doing the work, you know. Future, Knight of Pentacles, getting down to business, making things happen, doing the work, things in the physical. The advice, 4 of Wands, stop and celebrate. Celebrate how far you've come. Have some fun. Take a trip and travel. I know travel is very restricted, but can you get away to the beach for the weekend? Can you get away to the mountains for the weekend? Can you rent a little Airbnb somewhere? Can you get some, you know, get outside into the sun? Can you go to a spa? Celebrate how far you've come. That might help you change your perspective, clear up any of this confusion. Neptune and Pisces in retrograde in your 9th house, like clear up some of that confusion and help you gain that higher perspective. Let's get one more for the advice, please. The advice is to pause. Literally, pause, celebrate. If it's about a union, change your perspective. Some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be getting married. And you need to remember the time where there was lack around all of these things, because I don't really think many of you are in a space of lack right now. You've moved past that. One more for the advice for my dear Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and Uranus. Beautiful. Knight of Wands. Yeah, have an adventure. Celebrate. Sag energy. Have an adventure. Celebrate. Have fun. Get inspired. Have some passion. Be unpredictable for a moment. So much Pentacles with you, and I'm not surprised, you know. A lot of Pentacles energy and a lot of you know, the sun and the strength with the fire, but here's this other night, you know, go have an adventure. And that is what will change your perspective. Celebrating. Just by celebrating. Having some fun. Getting passionate, creative solutions to the problems. Not even that, I'm not seeing a whole lot of problems here. I'm seeing just someone who's very determined, on a mission, busy, and someone who's thinking a lot. You're definitely coming up as a thinker, Taurus. Think. Thinking. Using the mind a lot. You may have to use your mind a lot for your job too. Or you're just, you know, coming up with solutions right now. Okay, let's see. I think that's gonna do it for the tarot portion, but I wanna get you, a message from Spirit. This is a deck by John Holland. A message from your spirit guides. What are the messages? What is the message for Taurus from their spirit guides for the rest of the month? Message for Taurus from their spirit guides regarding this spread for the rest of the month, please. One card, please. One message for Taurus. I think we're going to pull you a Lover's Oracle card too. Okay, Taurus. This is what I was saying about this young buck. And some of you may have like a younger suitor that's coming towards you. Maybe that's what that young buck was for some of you regarding love. Anyway, Animal Kingdom. Yeah, because you've got two knights, which is obviously signified by the horse. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. So it really is saying like to get out into nature, connect with the animal kingdom in particular. You're an earth sign. Go connect with the earth and particularly the animals and see what messages come to you. This young buck or the future stag energy is with you because it was around my house all morning. And then for some of you too, you may have pets. So you really want to connect in with your pets this month. Ancestral wisdom coming up at the bottom. This is beautiful. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walk the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy. 10 of coins, because you're so thinking about your own legacy. Your ancestors are coming in to say, you know, you are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So your ancestors, your loved ones who came before you, or ones that have passed on even for you in this lifetime, a grandparent, you know, whoever, a parent, whoever that may be, they're coming in to say that they're with you and that they're helping you. They're helping you, and that they will continue to help you as they evolve in the spiritual, that they're evolving. But the animals are really important to you. And then let's do a power of surrender. So what you can surrender to this month, let's ask Venus. So the planet, your ruling planet that's moving through the sign of Cancer, okay? Your ruling planet of Venus, what she is asking you to surrender or to surrender to for the rest of the month. One card for my dear Taurus from their ruling planet of Venus. Surrender to prayer. Beautiful, beautiful Taurus. Give yourself over completely to prayer. I wouldn't say completely. You have to do the things, you know. But whatever, anything that's on your mind, any situation, anything that is, you know, coming at you a little heavier this month, surrender it to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard through the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Because we know your ancestors are listening, and we know that the animals are also here to support you. Surrender to prayer. If you are in this space of overthinking the worry, if this is something that you're prone to, even this past or foundation energy of the Nine of Swords, surrender it to prayer. Which one? Which one looks better? The prayer or the never-ending story / thinker? Surrender it to prayer. Prayer is actually when we do talk to spirit. Meditation's when we kind of just listen. Prayer is when we speak. And, you know, whoever you pray to, whatever feels right for you, you can go outside and pray to a tree, you know, it doesn't really matter. But it is about giving thanks and, you know, thanking it for already being done, so to speak. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, whoever that is for you. Allah, Buddha, doesn't matter. Surrender it to prayer. Okay, let's get you I want to do some love cards for you, Taurus. Since you are ruled by Venus, let's get you a Whispers of Love, and then we'll do a Lover's Oracle and see what wants to come out for that. One card, love card, for Taurus regarding this spread and regarding love for the month of August. Please, Spirit, one card for Taurus for the rest of August regarding this spread, regarding this reading. Please, that one. Okay, these two want to come out. I'm taking them. Yeah, slow down and have faith. I mean, slow down. Knight of Pentacles, have faith, surrender to prayer. Pause, Hanged Man. Pause and allow things to unfold. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Look at all these butterflies. Connected into that dragonfly even. The winged ones are with you. I just read a meme a couple of weeks ago about the dragonflies being given an extra set of wings by Spirit so that angels could kind of piggyback and ride on them. And that when you see a dragonfly, it does mean that a loved one is with you from heaven. So an ancestral energy, a loved one from heaven. I just wanted to mention that. And, you know, again, have faith, surrender to prayer, and to slow down. This is a big message. If this summer has been very fast moving for you, or even if like you haven't been like, you know, traveling and busy, maybe it's just a mental slowdown, or needing to take really nurture yourself. And you see how she's sort of like, her thoughts, these are all of the thoughts in her mind, and it is like going back to this Knight of Wands, Knight of Inspiration in the advice and the Hanged Man of like just needing to enjoy. Do something romantic for yourself, with your partner, you know, really just try to do something romantic and slow down and enjoy. There is a sense of like you really needing to enjoy right now, Taurus. You're ruled by Venus, you know. Okay, let's get you, let's see, what deck is this? I want to do a Lover's Oracle. So we're going to do a card for those of you who are in partnership, those of you who are in partnership, those of you who are single, and those of you who are sort of in a separation from your partner. So we're going to do 3 cards. So first will be those of you who are in a relationship. One card, please, for my dear Taurus. That does not want to go back in. Trust. Beautiful. And I'll let you sort of take a look at that picture. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So that's for those of you in a relationship. And I think that that also goes back to the Hanged Man. Surrender to it, pause, have faith, slow down, do something fun, change your perspective, and it's calling for you to really trust right now, Taurus. And for those of you who are single, for my dear Taurus who are single and are ready to mingle, or maybe you're not ready to mingle, single Taurus, please, for the month. Okay, wow, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So Taurus, for some of you who are single, this really could signify someone from the past. I'm just saying that there could be healing for a past relationship that you've had, but it also could be saying that you need to get out and do some emotional healing. And it kind of goes back to this like Knight of Wands, 4 of Wands, celebrating yourself and having an adventure. And maybe some of that is like going and getting a massage. I said spa treatment. I was like seeing some of you going in for a spa treatment. Really like allow yourself to maybe get some healing work done, a chakra clearing, chakra rebalancing, crystal session, going into a spa, having a beautiful healing massage for singles. And for some of you singles, there is a past relationship that wants to be healed. And for those of you in separation, so maybe there's been a separation, if it's a twin flame, you're in separation, if you've just been through some challenging times with your partner and you're in separation. If you're in separation, this reminds me of like the Four of Swords. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Yeah, and that would even go in, you know, connect with this, with the healing, just this healing energy, okay? So hopefully that makes sense for some of you. And let's do your crystal card and then we'll finish up. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this resonated for you. Let's get you a crystal healing card for the rest of August, Leo season into Virgo season, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. That one wants to come out. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Oh my God. Balance. Rainbow. Kunzite. Kunzite and Hiddenite. I don't have any of those here. I pulled a bunch of crystals. You know, sometimes I think, well, maybe one of them will come out. But look at this beautiful yin yang. And the colors that we see inside the yin and the yang is very, very like almost like a pastel soft green and then a soft pink, signifying the heart chakra and then the high heart. You know, you actually have like two heart chakras, the more masculine part of the heart chakra, or the green, and then the feminine high heart thymus pink color, you know, of the divine feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, yin and yang in perfect balance. And this is about joy and gratitude. And that's why I kept feeling this sense of like, give thanks that you are out of this past energy. Give thanks that you have moved through this. You know, you've come out like really wanting to cooperate, collaborate, work together and build something. You've come out really, really wanting to build something. And with the sun, this is joy, you know, so give thanks for this. Even if you're moving through, you know, some drama, some fights, some ego even, if you can stay in this space of being in joy and feeling gratitude for all the blessings that have come your way, and even for the hard times, you know, it is going to like really, really propel you into this future energy, into whatever it is that you're building. It is asking for you to focus on your heart chakra, because like I said, I didn't see a whole lot of cups energy here, which is okay. You know, it's not, this is a general reading. You know, it's not for everyone. It's not going to resonate with everyone. It's not going to be everyone's story. And for some of you who are resonating, still only pieces of it will be your story. That's the way general readings go. So it is saying to you, get into your heart space. It's acknowledging your beautiful heart. And we see, like I said, you know, with this, it's like a rainbow, but it's predominantly this pink and the green. And then there's yellow and orange, you know, about the solar plexus, like, you know, the solar plexus energy of the sun, and the orange, you know, the creative energy, the sexuality, the sexual energy even. But I love this so much for you. I really, 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 it's so beautiful. And don't forget, you've got beginnings. If something doesn't fill your cup, take your time with it, take a pause, make a plan, and walk away from it. Drop it. You are your own creator, Taurus. You have say. You have the say. You are a sovereign being. And if there's anything that we should have taken out of this Lion's Gate, is our sovereignty, is our sense of power, our own divine power. Your ancestors are with you. The animals are with you. They're coming to my door before you're reading. I mean, this I think I'm going to use it as the thumbnail for this reading, was your young buck. Growth, opportunity, leadership, moving into more power, more leadership. So I'm really, really proud of you, Taurus. I love you so much. I hope that this was a good reading for you. And if it was, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, give me a follow. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in just a few weeks for your September reading. I look forward to that so much. And I wish you all the best for the rest of the month. Take really, really good care. And I will see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.